Supreme Court's majority vote to overturn Roe remains intact. 5-vote majority needed in the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood versus Casey remains intact months after Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito's leaked draft majority opinion was written. Leaked draft majority opinion penned by Alito is dated February the 10th and has almost certainly changed multiple times in the almost 3 months since it was written. But 3 conservative sources close to the court say that the votes supporting the decision remain unchanged, according to reporting from the Washington Post. Justices set to join Alito's opinion include Clarence Thomas, as I like to call old Buchanan, Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett. Chief Justice John Roberts, who has at times sided with the liberal wing of the court, still appears set to oppose the decision, with the report noting that Roberts was still attempting to persuade Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh to take a more incremental approach to allowing abortion restrictions. The decision is expected to be firmly opposed by the court's 3 liberal justices. The leaking of the draft opinion stunned many observers of the court, who noted that the draft does not reflect the final decision of the justices, and their votes could change between when the draft was written and when the decision is officially announced. Oh, is that something you want to tell everybody because it's Mother's Day? Now, old Buchanan, Justice Clarence Thomas, says that government institutions can't be bullied. I don't exactly know what he means by that. It is literally right there in the first fucking amendment to the Constitution that we can bully the government for a redress of grievances. Literally. It's the first fucking amendment, dude. That is literally what the Constitution said. We, the people, get to bully the government. Asshole. That is what it says, Clarence Thomas. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas said Friday that government institutions can't be bullied into giving people the outcome they want. Thomas didn't directly address the leak of a draft opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade, but he acknowledged that recent events at the Supreme Court might be one symptom of a judiciary which he views as threatened by people who are unwilling to live with outcomes we don't agree with. Well, curiouser, this is something that deserves yelling over. Comments come amid widespread abortion rights protests across the country. We can't be an institution that can be bullied into giving you just the outcomes you want. The events from earlier this week are a symptom of that, Thomas said at the 11th Circuit Judicial Conference. He added that he is worried about a different attitude of the young, which he said fails to show a respect for the law that was sustained by previous generations. Events have shown this major change, the court's longest serving justice said. Eroding respect for institutions and the rule of law bodes ill for a free society, he had. Yes, Buchanan warrants much yelling. Voted to overturn Roe in 1992 during a Planned Parenthood versus Casey. He has repeatedly criticized the Roe ruling since. Could blow your mind. Let's go to a local news hit about the protests going on outside of Brett Kavanaugh's home.
My choice!
Rain did not stop dozens of pro-choice protesters from taking to the quiet streets of Chevy Chase, Maryland, to make one thing clear.
You don't get to take away my bodily autonomy and enjoy your Saturday night at home.
Nope.
You can do one or the other.
First stop,
Good on you, ma'am.
Kavanaugh's home, where they were greeted by Montgomery County police officers. Then they headed over to Chief Justice John Roberts' residence with a similar message.
Hands off our bodies! Hands off our bodies! Hands off our bodies!
Lacey Wooten-Hallway, who has had an abortion and is a sexual assault survivor, has been holding candlelight vigils in front of Justice Kavanaugh's home. But since the draft opinion indicating the Supreme Court is poised to overturn Roe v. Wade was leaked, the crowd keeps growing.
No, if you
Good.
take away our choices, we will riot.
Organizers say that some residents have called their
Oh, that's
protest
awesome, Mergen.
disrespectful because they're bringing politics into their neighborhood. But Emily, who lives in the community, says that the stakes are too high when the constitutional right to abortion is on the line.
Such a high stakes situation that if, it's a little bit noisy in the neighborhood, in comparison to what women in this country are facing, it's really not a big deal.
Protests will continue throughout the upcoming week. The next one is scheduled in front of Justice Alito's house. Now, in this Chevy Chase neighborhood, it will be Wednesday at 7 p.m. Rafael Sanchez Cruz.
I've heard Chevy Chase is an asshole. You saw one of the protesters that they said lived in the neighborhood. I believe that is who this is interviewing. Lacey Wooten Hallway walked through Chevy Chase on Wednesday night, pausing to stick flyers on her fence, a tree, and utility boxes. She was advertising an abortion rights protest here in her neighborhood in front of the home of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. That's been one of the right-wing refrains was to, oh, well, what about the neighbors? They're disturbing their neighbors. One of the neighbors is organizing the goddamn protest. Passing couple paused, reading her sign. Honk for repro rights and bodily autonomy. Good, the woman said. That I don't agree with, the man interjected. I think you vote and you expand the court. You don't go to a guy's house. Fuck off. Heard the argument before and responded, I organized peaceful candlelight vigils in front of his house. We're about to get doomsday, so I'm not going to be civil to that man at all. For months, Wooten Hallway, a 39-year-old teaching assistant and aftercare staffer, mother of two and the youngest of 5 sisters, has taken the unusual step of protesting a neighbor. Usually she is the only neighbor there, a reminder that with every march and chant, she is breaking an unspoken contract of civility. Fuck off with civility! Fuck Washington Post and their article talking about civility. In Chevy Chase, just beyond the district line, reality among neighbors has long been part of the social code. But Wooten Hallway, who has had an abortion and is the survivor of sexual assault, cannot separate the politics from the personal. The League of a draft opinion indicating the Supreme Court is poised to overturn Roe v. Wade, ending the constitutional right to abortion. She says the stakes are too high. Meanwhile, an anti-abortion group in Madison, Wisconsin, say their office was vandalized. The graffiti reads, if abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either. Really pretty handwriting. Appears to be a brick, maybe something that was set on fire. Office window broken. Madison police and the fire department are investigating a fire at an office building on the city's north side that they said was arson. Crews called to the 2800 block of International Lane Sunday just after 6 a.m. As if you guys know where that's fucking at. Why'd I even say that? The flames could be seen coming from the facility. Video here.
Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Cohen. I'm producer here at Channel 3. Just taking you around right now. It's been our big story all morning long here. Wisconsin family action on Madison's north side on International Lane, just a few blocks from the airport. This is where Madison police are investigating a reported targeted fire early this morning. Now, police say that around 6 a.m. someone was driving to the airport and they saw smoke or they saw fire or something like that. You'll see here on this window thrown out. Police have confirmed it was a Molotov cocktail that was basically thrown into.
We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn.
Here. You'll see lots of glass all over the floor. I'm being very careful where I'm stepping right now. But you see all these books that are burned. And so Wisconsin Family Action is a nonprofit here in Madison, in Wisconsin, that supports anti-abortion measures. Obviously, this comes in the wake of Monday's draft opinion that was leaked by Politico, which has been our big story all week. We've seen 2 big protests downtown by the Capitol Square. And so, essentially...
I'm sorry, Tones. That sucks.
Appling. She's the president of Wisconsin Family Action. This is her office.
I think that's why Sparkles likes to use Discord.
For a Mother's Day brunch.
Because the Discord doesn't fuck with her streaming the YouTube.
It's just very brain smelling. But, so, again, this window, police say...
I mean, fuck around and find out, right?
Maybe 2. Kind of the glass all over the place. Around 6 a.m. this morning, you'll see these books. Right now, we're getting more video of this. We're speaking with Julian Appling. We're going to hear from Madison Police tomorrow at 2 p.m. They say that's when they'll provide an update on this.
You know what I say about Madison Police? Fuck them. I can guarantee you they are bastards. How do I know that without ever meeting them? Because all cops are bastards. I've got some friends that are cops. They're bastards. I'm just saying. All right, you guys, much like myself, are probably not high enough for this shit. How to defend your pro-life views. Explained. An article by Virginia Allen, The Daily Signal. College town cops are especially bastards. You get some fucking college cops that are bastards. They fucking power goes to people's heads. Megan Allman is a voice for those who have no voice. Allman is a speaker with Life Training Institute and approaches the life issue from a specific philosophical and biblical perspective. The first question that has to be answered, she says, is what is the unborn? That question frames the entire debate. Let me answer that for you. The unborn is like, a fetus that is growing inside a mother's womb. It feels no pain. It has no emotions. It doesn't have memories. It doesn't have any cognizance. That's the question most people are not talking about right now. I'm happy to approach that question. Oh shit! Is this in podcast? Is this in? I don't think this is the historic fall. Where I thought we were going to get like a concise way to break it. Like we were gonna get arguments on how to defend your fucking views. Is what it says. Your pro-life views. All right, let's listen to a little bit of this podcast. We'll give it a skip ahead. God damn.
You have a cool job, and I'm so grateful. It's what keeps me in DC, honestly. I always describe myself as the bridge between DC and, quote, real America. So True Patriots is a great way.
True Patriots, yeah.
So much, and they're not paid to do it. They just really care. They love America. They love God. They love their families. So, yeah, I get to run what we call Sentinel program, and I've got regional.
We're not even to.
And even if you weren't on the winning side of it, you're on the right side of it. We're fighting for the weakest among us, and I'm proud to do that.
And Janae, I think that's such a good segue into our last topic, that we are on the right side, right? And we should feel confident to stand up and say what we believe.
Okay, here we go. I got to the right spot, didn't I?
But I think a lot of conservative women don't feel that way. They feel really scared that they're going to receive hate, they're going to end friendships. And I wanted to share on air that on Monday night, I was excited. I work very closely with the social media team here at Heritage. Our president put out just a quick tweet about it. It was
at Heritage. I assume that's the Heritage Foundation. I may be wrong. I was joking.
Every conservative had his puss on their story. So I was just, I want to promote this. Our social team did a great job. Got it out really quick. Put it on my story. Within 30 seconds, I got somebody that I've known like closely been to their house like for 10 years, said F off and blocked me immediately. And so
Yeah, fuck you, woman.
screenshot that post, and I crossed out their name and all the other personal information, but I just showed like, hey, this is a post from the president of our organization, something I believe in, and this person like literally just blocked me for no reason.
Yes, because your
be like
belief
and I got
is harmful to other people.
I'm telling you, girls, the number of people who reached out to me and said
The title is indeed correct. These are really problematic
I've
women.
lost so many friends, whether it's because I
You
supported President
should.
Trump, and I'm so scared to lose more friends because especially in this digital age where, and as we're getting older, it's hard to go from
There you go. That's what cancel culture actually is to them. They're scared to lose friends because they're pieces of shit. They openly support horrid politics, and they're scared of losing friends for being pieces of shit. Honey, this is just a repercussion of your own actions.
college and you have all this close groups of friends, and then people drift off, and then you feel like this is all like a digital kind of relationships. And it just has really made me think that we need to normalize stating our opinion, right? Because I think the reason why we as conservative women get hate is because people don't see it out there. And B, we need to just know how to handle these when it comes. And my advice is really like, don't attack back. Just say, appreciate you letting me know, and I hope to see you soon. And really just kind of make sure that we're really hitting them. So that I'll get off my soapbox for a minute. And I wanted to ask you girls, women, problematic women, do you experience this? And do you have these same fears that you might lose friendships over what you believe?
Yeah, I mean, I do keep.
I thought we were going to get a logical breakdown of how, which it wouldn't be logical.
Off of my personal social media accounts. Twitter's different because Twitter's work essentially. But personal Facebook, personal Instagram, I'll put.
If Twitter is your work, then you are a horrible person. I can go ahead and tell you that, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. Fucking, if Twitter is your job, get a fucking life. As the kids say, go outside and touch some grass.